I was driving today. We were listening to Janet Jackson. And what's the song where it sort of starts out and she's like, oh, All For You. Do you remember that song? It was sort of later on for her.
Really want it all for
and
you.
the way it starts, she sort of sounds like a human Pepsi can. It's like,
that's the noise. Remember that if I'm ever gone, that if you hear that noise, that you know I'm present.
oh yeah, that's right. That's the Rory sound.
Yeah. It's
Like-
a seltzer can and also a beer can.
Right, yeah, like just
you don't know which one it is.
it's-
It depends on what time of day it is.
Right.
And that dictates what's in the can.
some people see a butterfly and some people hear the crisp opening of a beer or soda. That's such a great sound though, isn't it?
It really is.
Hi everybody, welcome to Kenneth Frankly. I'm your host Kenneth Frank, and I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, one I have never asked to be a part of since 2009. I am joined as always by my lovely and talented co-host Rory.
I'm confused.
That is a quote from a pop star, Ms. Taylor Swift, from a little while back. And that's really all I have to say about it.
Did she have new music come out today?
She had new music come out yesterday.
Yesterday. And did it involve a snake tail or a lizard tail or a dragon tail? What was it?
It was a snake.
It was a snake?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, do you know why she did the snake?
No, I don't get it. I don't like it, but I don't like snakes.
We don't have to go into it. Someone basically called her a snake, and now she's like, fine, I guess no one likes me and no one trusts me, and I'm a bad girl, and I guess look what you made me do. She's basically playing the victim. The song is trash. Absolute trash.
Really?
Awful. It's so bad.
Can we have a pop music showdown and can I listen to it?
Yeah.
Because
Why don't we put her again? I mean, we'll be flagged, and she's a psycho, so we won't be able to post it on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do that.
All right, cool.
I didn't really feel like going into it though, because I am like ready to, I don't want to be part of this narrative. Taylor seems to be able to find a way to remove herself from any guilt or implication until the time comes for her to spin it in a way that she can monetize it and that she can make a thing out of it.
Well, can I give you a counter interpretation?
Please.
One time that I think that she did not follow that pattern was the recent sex abuse
True,
case.
and I know, and that was awesome.
$1. She sued him for $1. You know what? She stood up for herself.
Yeah,
and I think that's admirable.
It is admirable.
I mean, she definitely was doing it just to be. No, that was totally. I think a admirable move.
It was. Well, she even acknowledged, she was like, well, I'm doing this for the people that don't have the opportunity to actually face their predators in court, don't have the time nor the funds, et cetera, et cetera. She's like, I've got nothing but time to deal with this, and I will. And and I think that was cool.
Yeah.
But that doesn't translate into whatever this mess of a song is. It's called Look What You Made Me Do, and it's just top to bottom trash. And the funniest part is that the video stills that are coming out, apparently the video is going to premiere at the VMAs this weekend.
The video is going to premiere at the VMAs?
Yeah, and during one of the commercial breaks. I know.
Okay, fine.
Whatever.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Do whatever you want.
And the images that are coming out look very similar to some of the aesthetic from Beyonce's Lemonade.
Really?
Yes. And it's bizarre. The whole thing is just...
Does she wear a green veil and then have babies too? Almost.
Did Beyonce
borderline?
wear a green veil?
Yeah. Didn't you see her pregnancy photos?
Oh, the photos.
Yeah,
I was talking about Lemonade.
Well, I know. But okay, I know. The project.
The project, darling.
No,
the project.
Not the video. The project. Well, la-di-da.
Yeah, I know. Well, I shouldn't be calling Taylor Swift's video a project.
No.
It's probably more just like a point and shoot. Just like her 5 best friends
Polaroid
got together on their phones and we're like, we can do this.
They got a Fujifilm instant camera and they went nuts.
Yeah,
and they had a lot of Red Bull and they went just crazy.
I'm over. I thought that Katy Perry was going to be the most tone deaf pop star of this year, but Taylor Swift comes through.
Won!
Steals it again.
Yay!
So good for you, Taylor. Apparently, get that money. Her merch is so trash too.
Really?
She's got like a snake ring for $60 on her website. She's got this ugly T-shirt that has the cover art for the album, which is also really gross. Like, it's just for $45. She wants people to spend $45 on a fucking merch T-shirt with that design.
No. I'm more upset about the ring though. Like, what?
The ring didn't mean a thing. What I would like to talk about in positive music news, the karaoke king has found his karaoke queen. Listeners,
who's that?
Thanks again for joining us. Last we left you, Rory and I were gearing up for a fun night out at karaoke. And
just regular Saturday night out, you know.
Yeah, cash. We were,
as we do.
We were bouncing ideas off of each other.
Doing what we do.
Singing a little here and there.
Yeah,
a little warm up.
around.
Me.
La 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 la.
We get to the good old Jeannie Johnston pub. Also known as my Coliseum. And did Rory not show up and impress every single Rory, you absolutely crushed it.
What did I tell you when I showed up? I said, Kenny, I'm going to win tonight and then we're going to go to the finals together.
Yes. And I did tell you that if you won a spot in the finals, I would accompany you with my spot in the finals. And may the best bitch win.
Yeah, right. Listeners, you're about to witness the biggest cat fight of the century.
Oh, it's on.
It is about to go
It's on.
down.
Rory, what did you sing? Because you sang 2 songs. Well, here's the gag is we got there and neither of the songs that you initially wanted to sing were
worst
available.
day of my life. Seriously.
Was it? You won the competition.
But I won with B-sides. Like, it was fucking bullshit.
Wasn't even your best.
It was not
work.
my best life song. No.
So what did you pick? I forget.
The Outfield You Love. Jose's on a vacation for
Yeah, that killed it. That was awesome.
No. What killed it was AC/DC TNT.
AC/DC TNT, the second song that you sang of the night.
Yeah.
A couple of
that was proud of.
Wonderful. And
thank you.
A couple of girls next to me in the bar saw you and I talking, obviously, and knew that I knew you. And when you started singing, they turned to me and they said, "Is she like a pop star?"
Shut up. That did not happen.
I was like, basically, yes.
Just under-recognized.
And then Rory was like trying to hawk the podcast on them afterwards. She's like, we got a podcast.
Well, you know what, Kenny?
I love a branding opportunity.
I turned to you. I was like, these bitches
you?
Are on our dicks. We need cards or stickers or something.
No, we're gonna make it happen.
We need stickers that don't say anything except Kenneth Franklin on them, so it's masked in mystery.
Okay.
Because people will just Google it.
Right. What's Kenneth Franklin?
Exactly.
Right. I got
That's
you.
what I believe in my heart of hearts.
We'll get it done.
Yeah.
So you won, and here we are.
Here we are. I've got a little microphone trophy that is on my bookshelf at home that I'm very proud of.
You display it proudly.
Very proudly.
It was
like I've shown it to every guest that's come over since then.
We were riding
validated.
Finally validated. We were riding a high that night, and you were like,
"Oh my god, I
feel
felt so good."
You were like, "I feel seen."
You know what though? The thing was though, so the competition wasn't super.
No, it was a light night.
But
however,
there was a birthday boy there that could carry a tune and was fun.
And not only that, he had been there the night before because someone...
Oh, shut up, really?
I think the DJ said, birthday boy, whatever his name was. We had fun partying with you here last night. Let's do it again tonight.
Catch that.
Yes. So
there was history.
There was history with him.
Yeah.
And
I beat his ass to the fucking ground.
Did.
I was merciless, savage.
You absolutely did. Killed it.
Ripped his throat out.
There was no competition.
Ate his heart. And
R.I.P.
And then sang him a lullaby.
It's kind of nice to die on your birthday. A very full circle,
right?
Yeah. So R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, right. It's an even cutoff. You're exactly this old. when you die.
Yes, return to Saturn.
And
Some might call it.
put it on your headstone. Like same day.
Died doing what he loved, getting his ass kicked in karaoke.
Yeah, by some strange bitch.
The vibe was good in there though, because there are nights where it's very crowded and very like macho and towny, or a mix between all of that.
Really?
Yes.
At a karaoke place?
Yeah, I know, right?
Interesting.
And this place, the night we went, it was like pretty lean, pretty quiet.
Yeah.
And the kids that were there were all there to just like have a good time. And
Kenny,
I feel like as the night went on, we were almost like the DJ's wingmen, where we would like, you know, kind of get people into it a little bit, or that also, I don't know.
Well, we just people gravitate towards us,
right? Because
we're always having a good time, and just
fun.
People love us. Yeah. So,
speaking of,
I don't even know why you're saying that, because that's just a given.
I know that's true. But I'm
so sorry, listeners.
I do have a new mortal enemy.
Who? Ooh, I can't wait to hate them.
Well,
tell me.
She's my best friend, Rory.
Fuck.
Because you are.
I hate her already. I don't know her.
Circles rise together, and I did lift you up into karaoke success.
Well, you know what? You fucked up, and now you got to live with the consequences.
Now I'm a little shook, and now you and I are no longer friends. So,
why don't we wait until after the championship and see who wins, and then we can decide if we hate each other or not?
Oh, okay. Yeah, and
we can be friends.
Consider
until then.
Any tips or tricks that you might have received from me officially canceled. You will not be receiving those. It will not be happening.
Well, you know what, too? Like, they're still not going to have the songs that I am best at.
Right.
Like, so here's the thing. I kind of feel like for the grand finale, for the championship, I do want to do TNT again. I need to find a substitute for the first song, though, because the rules are, right, you get two songs, right?
You get two songs. You sing a warm-up song, and then you get the song that the judges.
And like TNT is so fun because it's like totally in my range, but it's also a fun song, and I can just be campy and stupid and silly and awesome, and like people just love it. So I need to
that'll
figure
be your first song. And that'll be your second song.
Well, unless I find something better, that would, I think, will be the clincher. But well, what the fuck am I talking to you for? I'm giving you all my secrets.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Oh my God. But I feel like, okay, so we have to go back and do some recon to see what's in the book.
Oh, I completely agree.
Okay.
Because it's not online, I don't think.
Yeah, it's bullshit. And it's not like he's going to get new shit for us.
As someone who's been to the finals before, I'm just kidding. I mean, I have, but
it's neither here nor there.
I will say, when I was in the finals, I sang Amy Winehouse Valerie, which I said the other day is like my go-to. Everyone seems to love it. And then my second song, this was where I really skidded out. Is that what you would call it? Really, Jesus took the wheel and he drove me right off a cliff.
Oh no! What'd you do?
The Fugees.
Killing Me Softly?
Killing Me Softly. Which,
oh my God. Kenny, do you remember 5th grade camp when I sang that at the talent show?
Oh, yeah, you did. I don't remember the event itself, though.
It was like the last day of 5th grade camp. So, okay.
They made me do a song from HMS Pinafore, which I had been in. And like two of the other kids were like, let's do it. And I was like, I don't. Fine. So like that's what we did, but I don't remember it and was not happy about it at all.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't remember it either. So hey, we're even.
Yeah.
No, but it was the last day of 5th grade camp because they used to. So the last week of school in 5th grade, they would bus us from the school to East Boston camps, which was like right next to my house, which was kind of fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And we did it was like day camp for a week, and we met the other kids from the day school.
Right.
Or no, you were at the day school. I was at the Abbott school. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So it was like social integration.
Exactly.
They
right
wanted
before,
the kids to kind of
before 6th grade, when like middle school, when we were like our worlds were colliding.
I'm sorry, it was fun, but that is not at all a success. Like kids don't meet for a week right before summer.
No, that's
and
true.
then go to a new school and like, oh, I played with you a couple months ago.
Yeah,
that's not how that works.
Yeah.
Parents just don't understand.
No, they don't at all.
So you don't remember it either, but it was fun.
And I didn't win that one. I don't know if there was. I don't think there was a competition.
I don't think that they.
No,
maybe they.
Some people thought I was lip syncing, which was really upsetting.
I do remember that, or at least I remember you saying, or like there was some controversy. It's like, no, I just actually am really good at singing, so shut the fuck up.
No, well, also it wasn't. I didn't have like
a backing
karaoke
track, right?
like,
And you were just
track.
singing
It was just
a
like,
cappella.
well, no. I was singing like over the track, but it wasn't played too loudly, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever.
It wasn't well thought out.
So stupid.
Do you remember Kirsty Sweeney doing Come to My Window? And like she came to school that day in a bathrobe?
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
Oh my God.
Yes, she did.
That's like, that combines my
Come
two.
to my window.
You know, she was always, okay, not to talk about kids and sex, but
She was so sexual.
she was always a very sexually charged
so
person.
sexual.
Always.
It was like bizarre.
She was always extra sexual.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So like that,
like as a child.
like that bathrobe come to my window kind of combines my two favorite stories about myself as a kid.
Yeah, I know.
Pajama day where I show up in my underwear just because that's what I wear in bed.
Not trying to be sexual.
That was kindergarten.
At
no,
all.
I mean,
No.
I couldn't help it. But second, that was kindergarten, and then in second grade we did a talent show, and I lip synced to Silk's "Freak Me," which I was just basically miming the lyrics to. I thought he was saying, "Let me pray with your body." No, he's saying, "Let me play with your body and make you feel hot. Let me lick you up and down till you say stop." Did the teacher come up and turn off the backing track halfway through because it was completely inappropriate? I was 9. Like, why is this happening? There's no reason. So she did both in one. She came in the most ridiculous costume and hopefully embarrassed herself by performing in front of everyone.
I hope so.
But she wasn't. That was 5th grade. So
I think she wore a swimsuit underneath. I'm not sure. Did you do the zip line?
Funny story about the zip line. So listeners, I guess we're going back to 5th grade camp. This is where we are right now.
It's still up, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So
I've been there recently. It's still
she's
up.
just hanging out there.
Literally, yes.
Looking for kids.
Oh my God. Did I tell you one time we went there and there was like kids on the other side of the, because it's like a small pond, kids on the other side of the beach that had like eyes wide shut masks on.
Yeah, I remember that. That was at our 5th grade camp, I think, wasn't it?
No, this is like a couple years ago,
Recently.
me and Tracy. Yeah. And we
Ooh,
were like,
that's spooky.
oh, it was bizarro. They do a zombie camp there, Kenny.
Ew.
I know. Okay. Zip line. Anyway, go.
Yeah, I guess I remember that there was a camp across. That's what maybe what I remember.
Yes.
And it was all like, oh, spooky. The kids on the other side.
Yes.
Zip line. So listeners, you had to get special permission, written permission from your parents to engage in the zip line activities, which basically entailed you climbing a tree, tightrope walking.
I have no idea how the fuck I got up there.
Same. And then
tightrope
walking across to
I blacked it out.
To another.
I did it. I blacked it out.
To another tree.
Yeah.
And then from there, hooking up onto a zip line that shoots you out onto the lake.
Yep.
You're in a life vest, and then someone in a boat comes and collects you while you're like waiting out in the water once you finish the zip line.
Yep.
I was terrified, and I told my dad not to sign the permission slip because I wanted to blame him for
not doing it. Yeah.
Then I got to the camp, and everyone was I thought it was going to be a good 60-40 mix of like,
really?
Yeah, isn't everyone anxious like me? No. So I get there and literally everyone I asked, oh yeah, I can't wait. We're doing it on Friday. Like everyone's looking forward to the zip line. And so I go back to my dad and I'm like, I am terrified, but I have to do
this.
I have to do it.
Oh my God.
I will be the social reject of the world if I don't do it. So I fucking did it. Again, just like you, I don't know how I got up there.
No clue.
No clue. I was a large boy.
By the grace of God. Yeah.
Yeah. By the grace of God goes, huh. Yeah. I death dropped onto that water and we got through it. It was actually fun.
It was fun. Of course it was.
I was terrified.
Well, you know what though? It doesn't surprise me. Like I was also a large child, a very large child. I had a blast.
We don't skin a dip with chunky duck. Have you seen those? I want to be the mom who hangs something like that up in my like indoor pool someday. Like
we don't skinny dip, we chunky dunk.
Around here we chunky dunk.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
No, well, it makes sense though because can I tell you that the only time that I feel really athletic is when I'm at a ropes course.
Oh.
I'm a fucking squirrel.
Well, you had.
I am just like a lemur. I feel so at home when I have to be strapped in, right? There's got to be a harness, but like that is my jam. You're I love ropes courses.
Yeah.
Love it. And I hurt so bad the next day, but it hurts so good.
You do have, an entire lifetime of experience living in a hollowed out tree. So it actually
that was my childhood home. You're so right. Oh my God. No, it's more like I was gonna say it's more like a Watership Down house, like a little like rabbit's den. But you're right though. Yeah. No, that makes more sense. Like a hollowed out tree. Yeah.
I grew up in what could only be described as a studio apartment with it wasn't a studio.
No, it was a two bedroom.
2 beds, but there were three people. So it was very and we were a family that also really loved to lay foot to foot on our very long couch. So I would say it was just here's what it is. It is the house that all of Charlie's family lives in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes,
with the 4 grandparents foot to foot in one bed.
Yes.
And then the mom doing laundry in a hot bucket or something. And that's it. That's the whole house.
With a little like a washboard.
Cheer up, Charlie. That was my house. So
it was lovely. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we both had a great time.
Yeah.
5th grade camp. I remember they greased up a watermelon and had people try to bring it. They threw it into the lake and then you would race to see who could bring the greased up watermelon back to shore.
Oh, I do not remember that.
Yeah, I was like, I will. You can miss me. Then you get to eat it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Greased up watermelon? Who the fuck wants to eat that?
First of all, I don't really like watermelon. Second of all, me in the water at this weight.
Is it was a Vaseline?
Yeah, it was all greased up, and so the kids are all falling over each other trying to push a watermelon to the fucking beach. It's
oh my God, it was like Kyle Regan and Andrew Conway.
Yeah, exactly.
Going,
the boys.
Yeah. Ugh. Just touching dicks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 5th grade camp. What a wild ride.
Right. My mom was there too.
She was volunteering at the 5th grade camp?
She volunteered.
Oh.
So no, but not even just as a parent volunteer. She had a station about water safety thing. Yeah. So she had this mini aquifer model that looked almost like an ant farm.
Yeah.
That you put this colored water in this lake thing, and then you had a landfill over here, and then you suck the water up and over here, so you could see the water coming through, and you could see how the water was being contaminated for the aquifer because of the landfill and everything.
Your mom was
the water witch.
Yeah, Miss Frizzle. We were the magic. We were the magic school bus up in that bitch. Learn about water.
Yeah,
she was great though.
Yeah, she
and you know what? She's still great.
Yeah, for the kids.
Hi, Matthew. Welcome back.
2nd grade.
2nd grade, I was not 9. I was 7, or 8.
True.
I don't know. I'm just trying. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
92. That's how we lucked out.
We did.
All of our years, all of our grades aligned with the calendar year.
It's easy, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was
because otherwise I'd be lost. I have no idea what year anything is.
I'm an October baby, so I was old for our grade, so it doesn't quite work for me as seamlessly as that.
No, but 5th grade
was
1995.
Right, but how old was I then?
Well, I don't know.
Right.
God, don't make me do that math. Jesus Christ.
This is basically algebra. Oh my God. So I've had the gayest week ever in a good way. Gay in a good way. Happy anniversary, Matthew.
Yay, happy anniversary.
Lover and partner and forever daddy. We celebrated our 3-year anniversary of marriage. Daddy. We had a great time. And then yesterday I drove down to Provincetown with a couple of my girlfriends, and we saw Trixie Mattel perform her drag show.
It's Trixie Mattel.
So here's the thing. Trixie Mattel, I
love her makeup.
I've always
from a football field away.
I've always said I don't
get it.
I don't like her beat. I
her
don't get
aesthetic,
it. Yeah. But that being said,
she's very cartoony.
Full disclosure though, I have not engaged with the last 2-ish, 2.5 seasons.
Same, yeah.
So I'm an old school Drag Race alum, and I don't pay as much attention. So Trixie was always sort of on my radar. I got it. I see the beat, whatever.
But towards the end of the
it's
crew.
like right, exactly. I just okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then I heard that she had released a country record, and I saw the music video, and I was like, okay, that's kind of cute, because the song is like, Mama, don't make me put on that dress again. Like, I can't handle how pretty it is when it spins. And it's just like this cute country song about a little boy who loves dressing up and it's like very, very sweet. And I was like, oh, okay. So we've got another singer. Fine. And it's, it's not pop. Most of these girls are doing like club music. Death drop music.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, the country girl. Fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then my friends were like, Trixie, we're gonna go see Trixie. I was like, have fun. Trixie backed out of her contractual shows for a couple weeks, which leads us to believe, hot tea, that she's probably going to be on season 3 of All Stars. So they canceled last minute ish.
And that's a bummer.
So my friends went and saw Raja, who stepped in for her. Okay. And they said it was great. Trixie's coming back. You can get tickets for one of her other shows. She's been on the Cape like all summer. So they get they get tickets for the show, and we go down there yesterday, and to
see Raja now.
No, to see Trixie. Trixie's back
again. Okay, gotcha.
Trixie's back. So we're there. We're finally seeing Trixie, right? And I have to tell you, I don't think I've ever seen a better drag show.
Really?
And I don't think I've seen as good of a musical show.
Really?
Like, in a long, long time.
Really?
Yes.
So like not a drag musical show, any musical show. Musical show. Are we talking like musical performance or like?
I would say the talent. Like he did it like a variety show. He came out and did like stand up, and it was fucking funny.
Really?
Yes,
yeah.
Funny, gross, and like it catches you off guard because she's a weird queen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's an acquired taste.
Yes, for sure. So then she does this comedy stuff. Then she's puts her guitar on with like full wig.
Oh, shut up. Really? I didn't know she played guitar.
Yeah, so she's playing guitar, and then she's using a looping pedal and harmonizing with herself.
Oh, shut up. Really?
Yeah. And like singing great. Then she does a lip sync, which is a lip sync that was like 10 minutes long. And it was all about God, and it was like a super cut. It was like a montage of things all about God. She included the wife swap mom that's like, gargoyles and Satan, this is tainted. This like, so she was lip syncing to that, and then she would lip sync to like, Jesus take the wheel, and
oh my God,
it was amazing. And then she brought out a fucking auto harp and was singing with an auto harp. Then went back to doing more comedy. She was all over the place. Then some like scripted bits and stuff. It was phenomenal.
Really?
Yes. And it was like,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was very,
good for her.
very, very impressed. Had a great time. Still living and loving my like true P-Town bliss. Everyone there is
awesome.
So rich and so gay.
Oh my God. Seriously. My boss just bought a house down there. I know.
I want to be her.
I know. Seriously.
Like I was just fascinated by the landscaping alone. Is just so pretty down there.
I know.
So, but there was a lot of straight PDA, which I was like, why is this happening here? Go away.
We exist. I know. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
We welcome you.
There's no excuse.
We welcome you with open arms. However,
there's a time and a place.
There are a few house rules.
Yeah.
On Commercial Street. Oh, we saw John Waters riding his bicycle.
Shut up.
Right past us down the street, just like, there goes John Waters.
That's bizarro.
He looked great. He was wearing like a crisp white pant.
I would picture him in like a seersucker suit.
It was navy, and like it could have been seersucker, but I think it maybe wasn't.
No.
It was a little more durable than that.
Okay.
But it was just a magical, lovely time.
I think I'm going to go see the Drag Race.
With Michelle Visage.
Yes.
Well, I heard Latrice Royale is going to be at the Boston show.
Yeah. I'm going with Missy and Tracy.
And Tracy. Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I've been to one of those. It was a while back. It was fun though, and Michelle is a good host, but what really made the show was that Alaska, this was before Alaska was on All Stars 2.
Yeah.
And Alaska was one of the performers at the show. And she had all of this new music coming out. And she sort of served as host. And she has that song about like drag show etiquette. And she did that at the beginning. And she did hair. And she did it all. I was like...
Hair, oh my God. So good.
Lady Gaga wishes she could have a hair.
I know, right?
That, like, so good.
Just the...
Yeah, this is my hair. I don't wear wigs.
So good.
I am naturally a platinum blonde. Like,
and she just looks so good though. But like when she's making the stupidest faces,
like
I know.
Faces.
I love the face.
The face.
Oh my God, I went to go see them too last year because I was dating boyfriend and I left early to go have sex.
That's a good reason to leave a drag show early,
right?
Yeah, but you'll have fun.
I almost said not with a man though.
Not with a man.
It was with a man.
Speaking of performances though, and I'll just talk about it briefly because it's sort of old news at this point. And obviously we all know it's another week and I still stand for Britney Spears, but
who doesn't?
She recently at one of her shows picked up a real life microphone like the one you and I have.
Oh my God. And she actually opened her mouth?
And she sang, Rory. What
did she sound like?
She was a karaoke queen, just like you and me. She sang a cover of Bonnie Raitt, Let's Give Them Something to Talk About.
Oh, I heard about this. Yes.
It was like... she's not a vocalist by any means, but
she's a pop star, but she's not a vocalist.
The fact that she is like, let me sing something.
I saw that on her Instagram. She made a comment. She was like, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I love giving you something to talk about.
Yeah.
And the girls went off. Her fans were like, yes, she can sing. She's been saving her voice this whole time. Your faves are burnt out. Like, it's just like, I wouldn't go that far, girl.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Bonnie Raitt did it better. Anyways,
I hope, please, Bonnie Raitt queen.
Oh my God, seriously.
But so I just hope that listeners, you have as much music in your heart as we do.
Oh my God, all day long. I wish I had a little less music in my heart because it might make coping with life a little easier.
No, I'm leaning into the music. Keep me away from the reality.
I wish my life were a musical.
Totally.
I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wish I had theme music when I walked like out of the elevator as I go to work. Like I wish it like opened with a flourish and there was like this big orchestra that
cartoon
like played
birds
me
start singing around.
Yeah, when I first walked in,
we'd be indoors, so there wouldn't be birds there, Kenny.
Yeah. Don't be stupid.
Don't be a fucking idiot.
It would actually be like an organ playing like really like.
Oh, like
sad.
fuck. We're
at work. Yeah, something like that. But no, I wish that like I wish it was socially acceptable to like sing what you feel because that would just be inside my head, outside my head.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I think that's probably why I'm having a hard time like coming back from P-Town on a Saturday. It's like, but the gay fantasy is 100% there. Yeah. Like you can just do it. And it's like,
So you didn't stay overnight?
We did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Where'd you stay?
The Provincetown Inn.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's one commercial street, which is like on the very, very, very tip, the bottom.
Nice.
And then so you like walk, it's about a mile to like all the fun stuff, but all of the stuff down there is like where we stayed is super beachy, and then
amazing.
All of the rich people's houses. I mean, they're all rich there, but the ones that were like super well finished, the landscaping was amazing. Yeah,
the ones that'll be underwater first.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, but if they got money, they'll be fine. They got house insurance. Sure. Yeah, I agree. I want
up your coverage, bitches.
I want to live the fantasy, and like now I have all weekend to just be a normal person. Like that.
That's a bummer.
I know. So I'm just gonna lean into my faggitude. Speaking of which,
what can I lean into?
Yeah, please join us.
All right. Done.
Speaking of, I've got to follow that queen.
Oh.
Beep, beep. Follow that queen. This week.
I have my phone out.
Yes.
I'm ready to go.
Now this is not a Twitter and Instagram. This is actually a podcast queen.
Oh, you're killing me. Who listens to podcasts?
I know exactly. So this
womp, womp.
The queen I want to mention, her name is Cameron Esposito. She is a stand-up comedian in LA. Her partner Rhea and she hosts a weekly stand-up night, and then they podcast it. So it's basically like every week they do a live comedy show. It's called Put Your Hands Together. They've been doing that for a while, but now Cameron has started a new podcast called Query, and it's Q.
That's what I do every day.
Right.
I query my RSQL server, but it's not the same.
I mean, no, it's not the same. Cameron just started a new podcast called Query, Queery. Get it?
Hold on, I'm starting it.
Like query, but like query.
Got it.
It's like a double entendre.
I got it.
Or it's a pun.
I got it, Kenny. I got it.
Query. And every week she brings on a queer person, and they just talk about like queer identity. And I think what she's doing is really cool. But they're not all famous people. Like her hairdresser / a philanthropist friend of hers came on, and they just talked about
who.
It's just awesome and queer. And
that sounds great. But like, how do I be a hairdresser and a philanthropist?
Well, I know. And I was like, what does that mean?
How do I be a full-on rapist?
A full-on rapist.
A full-on rapist.
Full-on rapist.
So the episodes are just someone's name.
Oh, yeah, because that's the guest. So
okay, so it's all about the guest.
That one guest per episode comes on, and Cameron sits down and talks with them for about an hour.
Yeah.
You know, what were your first touchstones of being queer? Who are the like icons, and what was your experience?
Oh, that's cool.
Blah blah blah, and it's very intersectional. The hairstyle philanthropists, I forget what their name was. I think she identified as a she.
Was it?
I think it was episode 3 or 4.
Jill Soloway.
No.
Madden Lopez.
Madden. I think it was
Madden Lopez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sits down with full-on rapist Madden Lopez to discuss the importance of haircuts, RuPaul's influence, and Project Q.
Yeah, and so what she does,
it's really interesting that she's like so rapey,
full on rapey. Yeah. So what she does is she works at a salon for, you know, her
which is not full on raping people.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I know. You're the editor,
I'm
so
like
do what you want.
Literally trying to talk about philanthropy. That is this podcast, though. It's like, no. Can we go back to the rape joke, actually? When she's not working at the salon, she volunteers and is part of an organization called Project Q, and they volunteer free haircuts for queer kids, queer youth,
that's awesome.
and especially queer youth of color, most of which are using a lot of programs where they like are trying to get back on their feet.
Yeah,
and a lot of them
yeah.
have been disowned and don't have a lot, are sort of like,
we gotta tell Tracy about that.
yeah, it's in LA. I don't know if it's how wide it is. She doesn't really go into that, but
Yeah, but
it's cool because
you could just do something like that.
and she says,
go to a shelter,
right,
and do it,
and what's
right,
basically. But
I'm like the one person that I know that like has a skill that they can actually share, because I'm like, I've got nothing. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I can talk about it.
I can sing you a song.
And I can tell everyone about it so they know about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So she focuses on making
I never have my ringer on,
That's
but
true.
I was afraid.
That's true.
One of my friends picked me up today, and I was afraid I was going to miss the text.
So she goes on to describe like the process of cutting these kids' hair and letting them decide like how queer they want to be with their hair, and she just sort of like lets them do it, and it puts a little pep in their step while they navigate.
How queer do you want to be? Like, how queer do you want your haircut to say you are?
Right. Like, are we talking lopsided? Are we talking, bleach and toner, undercut?
Yeah.
Like, how wild are we getting?
The world is your oyster.
Right.
The world is your queer oyster.
Exactly. In a situation where they don't really feel like they have a lot, it puts a little pep in their step, and they get to
you look good.
They get to identify a little closer to what they feel and want to see on the other side of the mirror. So
there's a big thing to say about feeling good.
A big thing to say.
I don't. Where am I going with that? There's something to say about feeling good about the way you look.
Yes.
It definitely can change your outlook.
Yeah.
Like, it helps you just feel better about yourself.
True.
So that's
especially
awesome.
a queer kid who
is been beaten down.
A lot of the time
right?
doesn't feel seen or understood. It gets a little freshen up. So I thought that was really cool. But then she's also talking to comedians. She's talking to activists. She's talking to all sorts of people, which I think is awesome. So shout out to you. Follow that queen, Cameron Esposito. The podcast is called Query. And if you're looking for stand-up, Put Your Hands Together is her other podcast with her partner, Rhea Butcher. And they open the show together most of the time. They're funny. They're queer. It's cute. And that's my follow that queen.
Yay.
I did want to briefly mention to our listeners that Rory and I have found another artist, musician that we both really enjoy. His name is Amine, and he has this amazing record. I
was like, who are you going for?
Like,
yeah.
I came to find out about Amine because Beyonce posted an Instagram video of herself. Like, it's mostly pictures of her at a roller rink, and there's an Amine track underneath it. And I guess that track at the beginning, come to find out, is like, oh, I heard you got a Beyonce and da-da-da. And they're talking about like, that's my baby, and it's all, he's like describing his girl and how she's like Beyonce, and so Beyonce sort of gave him a nod by using that song.
No, the album is great.
So so I went,
it
and
is
I was
so
like,
fun.
I was like, who is this? And I was like, oh, that's a good song. And then I listened to the album and I was like, holy shit, that's a good. It's like,
no, this is like breakthrough album.
It reminds me of like Atlanta hip hop from like the early aughts, very outcasty, like very fun. It's like, it's very like,
fun. I didn't know if he was,
I didn't
know if he was straight or not until like I heard him say things about girls like that.
Right.
Like it sounded some of the queer rap too that I've heard too.
Right. The masculine,
I love it.
The macho shit isn't there.
Not there at all, and I love it.
Which is cool.
It just makes you want to bebop around, and it's so fun.
Really, really fun.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course. Instead of wasting your time listening to that Taylor Swift garbage,
don't do it.
Go check out the Amine track, Amine.
I don't like snakes.
I don't like snakes. Oh my God, Rory, at brunch this morning in P-Town, I was like fully hungover, and I thought,
as you should be in P-Town at brunch.
And this pilgrim shows up. We're all dining outside. The weather's gorgeous.
Like with a hat, with a buckle, like and buckle shoes.
Full Quaker Oats. Like,
really?
Shows up. We're sort of wrapping up our brunch, and he shows up and he's like, hear ye. I just need 5 minutes to tell you 2 facts about Provincetown. And we're like, oh God. And then he starts talking about like the Mayflower Compact, and he's like giving us all this like historical facts about Provincetown, and I'm hungover and I'm just trying to enjoy my Bloody Mary. I turned to my girls, Rory. I said, you guys, he's reminding me of books. I was like,
oh my God, no. I'm so sorry.
We gotta go. This sounds like books to me.
Oh my God.
So we've decided that now whenever something is bad,
it sounds like books.
This is books. We gotta go.
Oh, I love it. Oh my God, that totally is like,
that's very on brand.
You have no idea. But we got to make it even better and be like, if it's something that's like borderline, like this is almost magazines.
This is almost magazines.
Yeah, because even magazines have too many words.
Yeah. This is it's magazines. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
magazines is like, it's like
there's pictures.
It's like a word.
Yeah.
Word magazines.
Yeah.
But no, this like, we go to the club and it's like, ugh, this place is books.
Yeah, I love it. Oh my God, I can't wait to use that.
Yeah, so tell your friends, Dinky so much.
We're going to make books happen.
We are queering the vocabulary, darling. The best thing about being hungover in Provincetown, though, is that everybody's hungover, and you wake up with drag voice where you're like, yes, mama.
That's what I feel like I have right now. Like I'm kind of raspy myself.
I'm still sort of getting over it. I woke up at like a smooth 8 a.m. and was like, where's my bloody? I love it.
Yes, mother.
What's going on with you? I feel like I've just been like sort of hogging the whole
No. No. I put up my lights.
I know. I saw the pictures, Rory. They look great.
I have them on a remote. So I can touch. It's like a little boop, 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 boop.
Now, these are outdoor string lights, multiple sets.
Yes.
So I have a question for you.
Yes. It was a bitch to hang
I'm sure it was. Yeah. Where do you plug them in?
They plug in to an outdoor outlet that I have.
Queen.
I know.
I want an outdoor outlet.
I know.
What does
I had
it take?
I had to get an extension cord, and then I got this, like I said, this special timer thing. So it goes on at dusk automatically and then shuts off 4 hours later, or I can, like, it's variable, right? But then it also comes with this like little car remote, like boop boop, to turn them on and off ad hoc. And it is the best thing I've ever. It was like $13 from Amazon. It's the best investment I've ever made in my life because I just have like pretty lights wherever I go.
All of the lights.
And it makes me happy.
They are pretty.
It makes me so happy. It looks so much better in real life too. Like the pictures did not. But like, so I went to brunch today too with some of my girlfriends, and like the first thing that one of my girlfriends said to me, she pulled me aside. She goes, "Your porch looks so amazing." And I was like, "Thank you so much."
It really does.
Thank you so much.
You probably can't see it very well because you're usually here at nighttime in the dark, but maybe we'll go outside. Someone across the street in one of the apartments has an outdoor patio that is like floor to ceiling covered in plants and stuff. It's gorgeous. I'm like, they must have been working on it for a minute.
Really?
It looks awesome. I remember them doing lights a couple years ago, but this is like next level. Maybe we'll go take a peek at it.
Yeah, because that's my jam.
Yeah.
That is completely my jam.
I love a dreamy aesthetic.
I know.
I just want to live in the dream.
I want to live in the secret garden.
Me too.
But with more lights.
And like with
drag queens.
And being able to walk.
Yes.
Wasn't that whole thing that the kid was in a wheelchair?
I don't know. The girl wasn't.
No, she was pimp.
That's the boy. That's you.
Yeah, that's right. I'd like my legs, please.
You'll be my little wheelchair friend.
Speaking of legs, girl. And speaking of escapism and wanting to avoid real life, the past few weeks I have been watching from the beginning The Real Housewives of New York, season 1. And I am fully up to season 5. And there is a new character named Aviva. And she is married to Fran Drescher's cousin. And she has...
Is that a bottle of water?
Go drink a bottle of yourself, Aviva.
Right.
And she has a prosthetic leg.
Hold on. No, she's been on it forever. Aviva, prosthetic leg.
This is season 5 that I'm watching.
Yeah.
We're up to season 9. And Aviva just started season 5. They rebooted the whole thing in season 5. I would know.
Way to pick some choice words. Rebooted, prosthetic leg, whatever.
Oh, girl. Well, I would know. I would know because literally what I do after work is like come home, have a glass of wine, watch an episode, have another glass of wine, watch another episode.
Yeah.
That is my escapism. And
escapism. I love it.
Is it escapism?
Well, that's how.
Is it a prefix menu or a prefix menu?
I'll eat both of them.
But I'm loving it. And so I did a little digging, and I just want to hear your thoughts on this. Someone with a prosthetic leg, obviously, that sucks,
Yeah.
She seems to be pretty well adjusted, rich as fuck, married to Fran Drescher's cousin, has a beautiful beach house in Miami and lives in New York. Rich. And did a little digging because I wanted to know what happened. She just says
didn't she like in a farm accident, right?
Yes. So
okay. All right, give me the dirt.
She's playing around in a little barn or whatever.
Yes.
And there apparently there was a conveyor belt that was puddling, like
I can hear it already.
Scooping the manure out of the barn and like getting it out of there.
Okay.
Somehow she got
scooped
her
up.
Full leg stuck in the manure conveyor belt. And there she goes.
And she got scooped up and sent up.
Scooped and got. No, she was stuck in it. It got caught on her leg. Yeah.
That's like gnarly.
And so she lost it from like just under the knee. But they show her prosthetic leg and it looks amazing. So,
really?
Like it looks very lifelike. And she seems very well adjusted, all things considered. She's a little scared of elevators and machinery in general. And she's a little bit afraid of heights.
Computers.
And
cats.
Yeah, right.
Anything that moves on its own.
Anything that is black and white and brown.
That's a trigger. Hold on. What was I going to say about her? There was one promo for an episode where for the show where all they saw was like, it was like at the end of the episode, it was like cutting to all these different scenes and everything, and like people fighting everything, and then like you hear the gasp, and then you just saw the prosthetic leg on the floor.
Can I tell you her line when that happens?
Yes.
Because I haven't seen it yet, but I've been researching. She says, the only fake thing about me is this. And she pulls off her prosthetic leg and throws it on the floor. Big mood of Eva.
Great.
Know
your role.
My new friend Gunner, the Mastiff, was so excited to meet me that he was love biting me, but that entails like my entire arm in his mouth. So I was like, oh yeah. Was it like an answer, like a gummy? Yeah, it was gummy. Gummy. Like, oh, those are the love
But
like it was like hungry hippo. I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
But I love it still.
I mean,
but that is kind of scary.
But it's the first time it's the first time I ever met this dog.
Yeah, no.
So I was like, oh god. And I'm usually very cool around dogs. But at the end of the day, they are still animals.
Yes. Absolutely. Did I tell you about when I was swimming back at East Boston camps? This is probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
You spend a lot of time in that.
I live next to it, and it's a pond, and I can swim there. So. So isn't Tracy? Get off me.
Why you got to throw Tracy into this? I'm going to call Tracy right now.
You do it. And she's going to be like, yeah, East Boston camp.
She's like,
bitch.
This is how Tracy would answer that. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Like, why is this?
Yeah, why is this a big deal? I don't get it. But so there was I was swimming, and I was like in the middle of the pond because we like to just swim out and just kind of like lay there and everything.
Yeah.
And there was somebody with their dog, and their dog was like in the water and everything, and started swimming towards me. And the dog started like biting my arm, not like giving me love bites. And she was like, "Oh, he's trying to save you." And I'm like, he's kind of dragging me down right now. I'm like, I'm like, I started fighting a dog in the water, like with water way above my head.
Holy shit, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it was kind of terrifying.
I would have been scared.
I was like, will you call your dog off? Like what the fuck is this?
He's saving.
He's saving you.
He's just gonna bite your neck and shake you till you're dead and drag you back to me. Okay?
He's saving you.
Thank you. He's saving you.
You might be underwater for part of it.
Your lungs may fill with water. Thank you.
Hold your breath.
That is if you're still breathing. By the time you go under, like I said, he will break your neck. Thank you. Thank you.
His head is bigger than yours. Have fun.
Have fun on the lake.
We love it here.
It's so
love it here.
It's just great.
And we love having our dog off leash when there's a leash law. It's just so nice.
I know. See, that does frustrate me.
Especially with a dog that's not nice towards other dogs. Like, I can't bring them there because you fucking assholes take your fucking asshole dogs off leash.
And now I will say this, to me, there are exceptions, very few exceptions in like a almost closed area where almost no
a dog park,
right? Or like like
tennis court.
I would even argue that a popular dog on his own block, after he's been on a leash with his owner for months, 6 months, maybe a year, everyone knows him, everyone likes him. He's in the back alleyway. That's it's not a sidewalk or something. Yeah, what I mean? There are exceptions.
Yes,
listeners, don't freak out at me.
But the thing is that people freak out or they don't freak out. They should freak out because I'm like, my dog's not nice. I'm like, oh, mine is. It's okay. And I'm like, no, you don't get it.
You don't get to tell me whether or not I am scared of your dog. Like, put a leash.
No, it's not. I'm not afraid of your dog, but my dog is gonna fight your dog.
Oh, true. Yeah. Well,
that's my issue.
I come from it as a non-dog owner. Unfortunately,
and also like I come at it as a swimmer being molested by a dog.
Right.
So yeah, that's not true.
Hoping to stay alive.
Yeah, right? I'm just trying to live my best life, which is like living.
Leash.
The alive one.
Alive. I'm still making it happen. Alive. I was saying in P-Town like all day.
Alive.
Are we what?
Alive.
Okay.
Oh, can I just tell one boyfriend story? So, boyfriend moved in, right?
Yay!
Yeah, right? Yeah. I was kidding. I'm just kidding. No, it's been good. Like,
do you think he listens? I think he low-key listens.
Do
you think? I think he might.
Probably does.
I think he does. Boyfriend, if you're not listening,
I never liked you.
No, boyfriend, if you are listening, post something on Instagram
about us.
He'd
never.
And then,
would never do that.
And then put the link to our iTunes in your bio, and then do something.
Kenny, I won't even do that. Are you kidding me?
But he must not listen because he does.
He'll listen when he knows that I'm listening to him, what he's listening to, and he'll like. He's like, because he knows I don't want him to listen. Yeah. But when he heard me saying his name and it got beeped out by you, he was like, "Oh fuck, really?" I'm like, "No, this is not happening. Yeah. No, nobody will know my terrible secret. No, I mean him, not the podcast.
We're maintaining his right to privacy.
Yes,
he didn't sign up for this,
obviously.
And you know what? I truly think that he does not listen, because if he did, by now,
you would dump me?
No. By now, he would have sat you down and said, "Look, I don't know why you're acting this way. I think this boy is a bad influence on you."
Oh my god. Get in line, Kenny. Get in line. He thinks everyone's a fucking bad influence. But anyways. He's rightfully so. Anyways.
Right said Fred. So, which is not his name, or is it?
Fuck him.
Hi, Fred. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, Fred. I guess we have to.
Yeah. So we moved in, and it's going well. I have this urge now. What?
So he moved in. It's going well.
It's going great.
You said it's going well.
No, it's going well.
It's going very well.
It's going well.
It's going really fucking
It's going so great. So good.
The lady don't.
Everything is great, and I feel so great about everything. It makes me want to be sneaky. I don't know why.
Oh, so let me tell you.
Maybe just because I'm privacy thing. I just want to be sneaky. I don't know what it is. I don't.
Sneaky, don't look at my shit, or.
I wanna.
Do you know what my sneaky is?
Go have a cigarette and be sneaky and not have him. Yeah, right.
So that is me with snacks, where it's if
I want to go have a fucking pickle in the middle of the night, maybe half a jar. Get off of me.
When you say a pickle, I say I've got
a jar full of pretzel sticks and
chilling.
They are just taunting me.
Yeah.
And guess what? I want a pretzel stick in the middle of the fucking night. Get off of me.
But as your relationship and cohabitating learns and grows within itself.
Learns and grows.
You will find that the best sneaky payoff is when you know you won't get caught. So you will eat a full log of Cracker Barrel cheese when you know that your husband is half an hour away or more.
See, that's okay. Good.
Think of the things that you will do.
He's not going to be home
when you know you can get away with it.
I'm having all the pickles tonight and all the cheese. But anyways,
secret eating.
So super sweet of him, though.
Matthew hides chocolate around the house.
You just put it all out there.
Just saying.
You're this. Yeah, I feel vindicated.
And that's it. It'll come so full circle that you'll even know.
You'll catch him eating pickles and be like, "Fuck you!"
You won't even have to catch him. You'll know he did it, and he'll know what you're doing.
Pickle breath.
That'll be fine.
Okay,
it'll be the pickle breath. Yeah. Sorry, continue. I keep it.
So, I went out after work on Tuesday with a former coworker, one of my girlfriends. Mm-hmm. And we just went to Marley Ave.
Love Marley Ave.
I know, right? We had...
I had my rehearsal dinner.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's right around the corner. Perfect, right? So we had... and it's equidistant between our offices now, so that's good. Had some oysters, had shit ton of drinks, blah, blah, blah. No. Anyway, so I told her, I turned into a pumpkin at 8 o'clock because boyfriend offered to make dinner tonight. Mm-hmm. And I said, I... have to.
So you had a second dinner?
I had oysters. Yeah, it's not dinner, right? Yeah. 6 oysters is...
No.
Women cannot live on 6 oysters alone.
Nary a male does that.
No. Keep them coming. So anyways, I get home, and he's like, "Oh, pizza's over there." He made grilled pizzas on the grill. It was great and everything. And I take a bite, and I'm like, God, this... Because it's a new dough. We haven't tried this dough yet. From Trader Joe's. It's a garlic and herb.
You're having a stroke.
Yeah, my arm. We had a gourd pizza, garlic and herb pizza crust, and I'm like, it's really sweet. And he's like, yeah, I know, right? It's weird. And I was like, yeah. And I looked at the bag that it came in. Like, I fished it out of the trash because I was like, I gotta see this.
Yeah, you're like, I need.
Yeah. No.
Harriet the Spy up in here.
Exactly. Ingredients. Sans sugar, right? And there's not even any sugars, 0 sugars in the nutrition facts and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, he's like, I know, it's bizarre. It's like, it's not the sauce, it's the same sauce we usually use. It's not this, it's not that. And I go, show me the flour you used.
Oh no.
And he pulls out this little jar of powdered sugar.
No.
And I go, boyfriend. That is powdered sugar.
Was he so embarrassed?
He goes, oh, I used a lot of it.
Oh. Boyfriend.
And then as soon as we found that out, he took the rest of it and he just dumped it in the trash.
Well, we're not gonna.
And he was like, it came out so good otherwise, though, right? I was like, yeah, it was so good. Because like every time you do it, we get better at it. Because it's not easy to like get the dough.
Well, especially on a grill because they cook so quickly.
Yeah.
So and they're kind of sticky.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was it was super sweet though that he like made dinner for me before he even got home. And like,
isn't that a cute learning like growing pain where it's like, oops, boyfriend didn't know where the powdered sugar and flour was.
Well, now I know that I need to get a label maker.
Exactly. Yeah. See, and you grow. Hopefully, you grow.
Well, the thing is too that like I have the habit of like putting something in a jar, the appropriate size, and then as it depletes, I put it in a new jar that's an appropriate size, and unless I get more of it and I refill it, right? So constantly I'm switching out jars. The things are kept in, and I know what's in them, but he does not.
He's like, wasn't this like cocoa in here?
Exactly. He's like, well, this was cornstarch, but now it's cocaine.
Yeah,
what the fuck, Rory?
What are you doing? Like, I thought you kept your cocaine in a cooler.
Well, that was last week, baby doll. Get used to it.
Catch up.
Yeah, from now.
Boyfriend, that is very sweet. If you're listening, I want you to know that there is a pizza place in Fitchburg that their secret sauce is like adding a little bit of sugar, and it's amazing. So you weren't completely wrong. Sugar can work on pizza. What you did do wrong was add sugar without meaning to, unfortunately. But A for effort.
You have to be intentional with your sugar additions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch! I forgot to tell you.
What'd you call me?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, that's my nickname. Did you know that when I was little, my parents called me Little Bit?
Little Bit?
Yeah, because it was Little Bitch.
Without the CH.
No, I was a cunt.
They meant to call you as cunt.
You can't say that on television.
No. Oh, I wonder if I'll bleep those out. The drama.
Yeah.
Do you remember we got...
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, we
are blacklisted.
We got censored for that, yeah. Crazy. Is anyone
fucking FCC
now? iTunes?
Yeah, right?
So, P-Town last night.
Yeah.
We go to the show, everything's great.
Yeah.
We go to a bar afterwards for just, unwind, finally have a proper meal.
Yeah.
Have a couple drinks, go to another bar, have a couple drinks, and we had walked a mile to get to the...
Oh, right.
So we've been walking.
Yeah.
And my friend is wearing these killer ankle-high leather boots that have like a snake pattern on them, and she looks great.
Heels?
A little heel,
okay, a little bit, yeah.
And she is like, "Oh, I love these shoes; they're pretty comfy." And as soon as someone says that out loud, when you start walking somewhere,
you're like, "Blister."
Yeah, you're like, actually, no, you don't say that about a pair of shoes unless you're like, A, worried, or B, already know you're about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
They're pretty comfortable. Last words of anyone.
No.
So by the end of the night, poor blessed soul, she's like, I can't walk in these anymore. And I was like, oh no, what are we going to do?
But nobody in P-Town would ever shame you for walking with your shoes in your hands.
Correct. But we had a long walk, and like, it's all on pavement.
Yeah.
So... My friend,
still, lesser of two evils.
Yeah, but
I would just go buy some new flip-flops.
I guess that is also something we could have done. We were half in the bag, and we weren't just drinking. So I was like, oh, I have an idea. I might fit in them. Why don't we just switch? You can wear my Crocs. And so, and she's like, I wear a women's size 11. And I was like, well, I'm a men's 13. This might not work, but...
No, that should not work.
I got them on.
Did they look fabulous?
I am waiting on bated breath to get video of me fucking catwalking down Commercial Street at like midnight in these fucking sick boots. While we were swapping them though, my friend Jenna goes to the board cops on the side and are like, do you guys have a Band-Aid? She's getting a blister. And they come to me because I had the boots on by then. They're like, you?
Like,
I was like,
girlfriend?
No, girl, her, not her. So, and they're like, the 3 cops in P-Town show up, one with a medic bag. Like, I was like, you guys are bored tonight, huh? So like,
yeah, right,
like,
slow night.
Yeah, they're like chatting us up, blah, blah, blah.
That's so funny. They were super sweet?
They were very sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
White privilege personified.
Yeah.
But 3 cops with a Band-Aid for the girl with the blister.
Well, I mean, they're cops in P-Town.
They're bored.
Should be sweet.
It's low key.
Right.
So
nobody's hurting nobody.
Everything's fine. So I get the boots on. I can't zip them up, but they fit. And I was living your best life. My absolute best life.
Yeah.
The faggoty dream.
No.
And it was amazing.
Oh, I can't wait to see it too.
That said,
how are your feet feeling?
They're actually comfortable shoes.
I don't know what that bitch was talking about.
Blister. We walked a mile. I've got 3 full fucking blisters.
Oh no.
Yes. So,
rubbing that skin.
But I'm a good friend. And I looked sickening.
Yeah, right?
So,
sickening, darling.
All's well that ends well.
Hey, what you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying.
Act a fool. Wear some boots.
Absolutely right. Speaking of which, all's well that ends well. I guess we're calling it a night, Ro.
I know.
Listeners, thank you as always for listening. If you haven't already, and I don't ask very often because, you know, who listens to podcasts for requests and shit, please go to our iTunes, kennethfrankley.tumblr.com/iTunes, and leave us a review and make sure you're subscribed. Those 2 things help us a lot. It helps us reach new people.
Yes. It helps us change lives.
It helps us change lives.
When I say that, I mean our lives.
Right,
like
so that
Kenny
we
and
can
mine.
get rich. And
please, come on.
Help us help you.
God
help
damn
us.
it, my sanity.
Go to kennethfrankley.tumblr.com/iTunes. That's the link that you can send to your friends if you want to get them to subscribe. It's very easy. It goes right to the subscribe button if they have podcasts app downloaded on their phone, which is what they need to do.
It's like you'll hit it by mistake. It's so easy.
Yeah, I mean, you'll just slip right in.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me the first time.
Just the tip.
If you have a homo moment request, if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, or topics you would like to hear us speak on, you can reach us at kennethfrankley@gmail.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 828-KFrank8.
828-KFrank8.
That can be anonymous if you'd like. And anonymous online questions can come to curiouscat.me/KennethFrankley. Rory?
I still can't get over that.
Curious
URL.
Cat.
Yeah. It's fine.
That's fine. Listeners, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Live your best life.
Here's my tip. Just the tip. Like I said, I've had a very faggoty couple days. It's only Saturday, and I've still got a couple more faggoty days to go before this faggoty week starts. So get queer with it. I think that's
the best advice I've ever heard. Get queer with it. I love it.
Yeah, just like see if there's anything that you can do for yourself in your life that you've been putting off, even a little thing.
Put some fun lights on your porch.
Try
on a remote.
Try drawing in an eyebrow. I did it. It wasn't my thing. Because I don't have eyebrows to begin with.
Oh my god, there was a dude on fucking Law and Order today that had a unibrow, and I was just like,
the look. Yeah, you got all the way onto TV with that. But just queer it up. Find something in your life. Yeah, put up some string lights. You buy yourself some flowers. Just be delicate with yourself.
Put a bird on it.
Put a bird on a pillow, and then throw that pillow at your friend.
I won't do that. There's too many breakable
Okay,
things.
thank you.
Yeah.
Queer it up. Stay queer. Keep resisting. And
tune out. Tune in. Get laid?
What was it?
Oh. I'll leave you with a final note.
Okay.
Because I've been watching all of this Housewives, I've been thinking about what my Housewives tagline would be.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. What is it?
I think my tagline, just picture it, there's like a CGI background of like...
And you turn around with something in your hand, like an orange or whatever it is that represents your
Mine would be
area.
my dildo, and Matthew and Jensen are in the CGI back, like cuddling.
Yeah.
And then like, the CGI of, Boston, Brighton is in the back. And I turn around, full hair flip, dead to the camera and say, if I'm still standing, I'm still drinking. Listeners, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.